First, Coach Tyler Vanhook, if you can bring your players up and kind of have them line up right here, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Lawrence Academy Crusaders.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us again. I guess we'll start with 2 weeks ago we went down and played the King's Academy in Florence. Big night offensively for us, 40 points, lots of yards, and pretty much all of them were accounted for by quarterback Billy Rockefeller. Step forward, Billy. Billy accounted for all 6 of our touchdowns, throwing or running. He had about pretty close to 400 yards total offense. It was a big night. Defensively that game, Cole James stepped forward. He had 10 plus tackles. He was critical in our run defense. You know, we started out, we were down 12-0, but made some halftime adjustments to the defense. Cole James was the leader in that department. Last week we had a rough one. Had to go back and play 8-man ball. Difficult for us to change everything in 4 days, but kids played hard. Very competitive game. We went for about 4 minutes in the third quarter. I'm convinced that game would have gone differently. But offensively, our player of the week that week is Calvin Mitchell. Calvin Mitchell had over 150 yards rushing and a touchdown. Defensively is Caleb Green. Caleb Green had about 8 tackles for us, and he also could probably be the co-offensive player of the game. He ran for about 70 yards and had a couple touchdowns as well. Like you said earlier, we are going to Charleston tonight. We've got Palmetto Christian, very winnable game for us down there. We match up pretty well, at least in my opinion. So if you're not sticking around for one of the big schools, make the drive down Charleston and hopefully watch us get a win. I hate to eat and run again, but you know we've got about a 4-hour bus ride. We got to get the kids back to school, get the stuff packed up, and get on the bus. Thank you guys. Good luck Lawrence and Clinton this week. Good luck BC. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Coach, thank you. Thank you very, very much. All right, Coach Harold Nichols, bring your players up. Let's talk about the Blue Hose.
Well, very excited about being back here at the Lawrence County Touchdown Club. I want to thank everybody and our sponsors that sponsor this every other week to celebrate football here in Lawrence County. I brought some young men here with me that have been players of the week the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago we played Furman at home and unfortunately came out on the short end of the stick, but I thought our kids played really, really hard and didn't play great in the first half. They came back in the second half and did some really, really good things, and just a little too late, but you know, I thought that we are making improvements as a football team. For the Furman game, I've got Andrico Bailey here with me. Andrico is a senior wide receiver from Eastside High School down in Covington, Georgia, and he had 5 or 6 big catches, especially there in the second half, and made a bunch of plays for us, and he was our offensive player of the game. Cameron Garrick, our freshman quarterback, was our conference freshman of the week that week. He had 270 yards passing and really kind of grew up right before our eyes there in the second half and made some really nice throws and almost got us back in the football game. Moving forward, last Saturday night we played up at Davidson and won a hard-fought game, 28-13 on the road. There in the first half, I thought some of our kids had money on the game. I wanted to know the name of the bookie because we didn't play very good. But you know, we got things kind of calmed down there at halftime. We missed 2 field goals, 2 chip shot field goals, and had an interception down on the 10-yard line going in the first half, and we just weren't playing real well. But came out in the second half, did some really good things, and ended up finding a way to win the football game. Sean Armstrong, who is a senior fullback from Sumter High School, played really, really well. He's kind of one of those guys that doesn't get a lot of credit all the time. He's been on me about trying to give him the ball more. Says, Coach, if you give me the ball more, I'll show you what I can do. But he had a nice 45-yard run and really ran hard. But more importantly, he played without the football. It's important in our pass protection. Does a good job blocking for Lance Bird and DeMarcus Rouse, our other 2 tailbacks have been playing, and just real proud of Sean and what he contributes to our football team. Two young men that aren't here, the two defensive players of the game. J.J. Russell, a senior safety from Wesleyan High School. Had 7 tackles, played really well on the back end against Davidson. J.J. is a fine young man. His mother's going through cancer right now. She's got stage 4 cancer, and so keep your prayers with J.J. as he continues through this journey through his senior year with his mom being sick like she is. And then Bryson Brindle, a freshman from down in North Georgia. Defensive end, had 3 sacks on the game, was also the conference freshman player of the week. So it's good to see some young players getting some accolades right there. It bodes well for our future. And then Corey White. Corey White was our special teams player of the game against Davidson. He is a backup defensive back, plays some safety. We moved him from the corner early in the year. He's from Belton Honeypath High School, so a lot of you have probably watched him play in high school. Is a great kid and is doing well. He's a sophomore. A big part of our core of our special teams. Those guys are the heart and soul of your team, and Corey's done a fine job there. We're going to Lexington, Virginia this afternoon. We play the BMI Cadets from Lexington, Virginia, and that's the first conference game, our conference opener. Coach Sparky Woods is the head football coach up there. All y'all familiar with him, the former coach in South Carolina, and does a great job with his football team. So it'll be important for us to, number one, go on the road and get a big victory. We've had a great week of practice and looking forward to going to our regular season, as we say. We got 6 straight conference games after our 5-game preseason that we just come off of. So congratulations to all the young men and the awards you get this week. I wish Lawrence and Clinton and Lawrence Academy great luck tonight, and appreciate all you guys and everything that you do. Thank you.